Hi everyone, it's Friday, May 29th. This is the dispatch for the day. After our psalm, Psalm 33, we go back to the book of Exodus. Yesterday it was the people gathered at Mount Sinai and God creating them as God's own people. And now we're still in chapter 19. Now God is going to appear to the people. And there are lots of guardrails put around this experience. God has to insist that the people not come up the mountain. They just approach the mountain, and God is going to come down in this sort of cloud, darkness. It's hard to really put a clear picture on exactly how God is going to appear. But God is going to appear to the people, and that's a really big deal. But that separation is also a really big deal. It's very important. Just Moses and Aaron are able to actually approach God. Moses, of course, goes up the mountain and will come down with the law. But this separation continues throughout the religious development of Israel and Judaism. When the Ark of the Covenant is made, you can't go near the Ark of the Covenant unless you are a specific person or have performed specific kinds of sacrifice. When the temple is built, there is a holy place and a most holy place, and there are very strict rules about who can enter those most holy places. And even the name of God is not allowed to be spoken because it's so holy. This is a kind of holy fear or reverence or awe that surrounds God and imbues all of the devotion of God in the religious experience of Israel and Judaism. And in many ways it begins here at Mount Sinai. Our New Testament passage is Romans chapter 8. This is a wonderful, wonderful chapter. Read the whole thing. We'll spend some more time with it next week. But the first half of it is all about the Spirit of God, and then which ties into, of course, the theme of this Sunday being Pentecost. But the second half also has some wonderful passages that will sound very familiar to you. If God is with us, who can be against us? I know all things work to the good of those who are called according to God's purpose. There's just so much good stuff in chapter 8. Read the whole thing. This is just a tiny little snippet of it, but Paul says that all who are led by the Spirit of God are children of God. Now this is a radical thing for a Jew to say, because to be a child of God, you have to be a part of the people of Israel, right? You have to be a Jew. You have to be a descendant of Abraham. But Paul is speaking to a Roman audience. He's writing this letter to the Roman church, largely a Gentile church. And Paul is giving expression to what the early Christians decided Jesus was all about, namely expanding the people of God beyond the bounds of Israel, beyond the bounds of Judaism, that God now is inviting all to become children of God. And if you are led by the Spirit of God, then you are a child of God, made so by the Spirit. So that's a radical thing for Paul to say, and it's what makes us the church, the Holy Spirit gathering us together from all places, not needing a particular heritage. The Spirit makes us one, makes us children of God, makes us one family. A couple quick updates for the day. Just a reminder that we are now sending out a worship guide to accompany our worship on Sunday morning. It'll show up in your email inbox Sunday morning, or you can find it at guide.milfordpc.org. So use that as we worship together. It will help you be able to participate more fully. And then, as I mentioned, this Sunday is the day of Pentecost. Our normal tradition when we gather in the sanctuary is that we all wear red. Obviously, we're not gathering in the sanctuary, but I'd like to still invite you to wear red for Pentecost and take a picture of yourself. Take a picture of those you are worshiping with. There will be a post on our Facebook page Sunday morning where you can post a comment, share your picture, and that will help create more of a feel that we are in fact worshiping together, because we are, even though we can't see one another. This is just one small way to make that feel more real. That's it for today. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Sunday morning, and we'll see you back here on Monday.